Hooray! Valve 15 Dream is back in a return that nobody fucking asked for. I'm John Retlin with my review of WWE NXT. Well, they included more women's matches than Dynamite had. That's really about the only positive. I didn't like this episode of NXT for a variety of reasons. I found it to be pretty much boring, despite one good match that I'll actually really praise. Yeah, the women were featured, but they had the return of Valve 15 Dream, and yeah, I'm going to run that into the goddamn ground because look, when the allegations first came out a number of months ago, before this whole, ongoing pandemic hit, okay, false allegations happen, and then you got, the more stuff happening with the speaking out movement and the fact that people are being exposed as assaulters and pedos and a whole bunch of other words and a whole bunch of, other crimes that they're guilty of and everything, and all these pieces of shit should never be in wrestling or modern society ever again, or, in any kind of society. They should all be in fucking jail, all the guilty ones at least. So, these new allegations though, Valve 15 Dream has these allegations come out, more allegations, and then suddenly gets in a car accident, convenient car accident, and then comes back because he had time off after losing to Adam Cole. Oh, his time off from being a fucking pedo and everything, and I'm willing to admit there is a chance, a small chance that these allegations are false, and if that is the case, I will issue an apology. But that being said, where there is smoke, there is fire, and I'm going to make fun of this guy because he shouldn't be allowed in wrestling at all, nor should anybody that does any of this kind of stuff. That's a freaking child. I don't fucking care what the legality is in any other country or whatever. You're gonna fucking do that, you're a piece of goddamn shit. And that goes for Marty Scurll and a whole bunch of other fucking idiots that are doing this shit. So as far as I'm concerned, guess what? Valve 15 Dream, Marty Scurll, people like that, nah, they can fuck the hell off no matter how goddamn talented they are. So, as for this episode, we start off with Cross and Scarlett versus Danny Burch. Vic Joseph on commentary. Hey, look, Vegeta, more bald people. That's just what I thought about. I had to throw a little joke in there, and Burch did a few things, but really just got dominated by Cross and the Cross jacket, and he got tapped out. And then here's Keith Lee with a contract. I begged Mr. Regal to, have this signed and everything, and here all you gotta do is sign it, make it official. Then Scarlett takes it to Cross, he signs it, she clearly puts something in there. I mean, there's probably an edit of some kind, but Cross picks it up. It's obvious, it's up like this, so it's obvious there's something in there. Lee doesn't notice this, which is funny because he's a smart guy, but he's made to look like a doofus here. He opens it up, flash paper. Oh no, it wasn't like Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan at Halloween Havoc 98, which is a goddamn good thing. This was fucking stupid. And I've liked the build between Lee and Cross so far, but it's like, oh no, they slipped flash paper in there and did this, and this would be bad no matter what company it was for. It was not good. That shirt right there behind me, that shirt, that white shirt right there is exactly, because I can point properly, is exactly how I would have fucking felt. And, if I was watching it. If I was watching it in the crowd, I'd be like, man, I'm fucking screaming. This is fucking terrible. Oh, and then he's being checked out by a whole bunch of people. Would like to know who that brunette paramedic was, because she should be featured more. Hey, at least they acted like actual paramedics, except the officials throwing the towel on his face and stuff like that. It was really fucking silly. This is not going to inspire me to be caught up in the story and everything. I will clarify really quickly to bring things down just a little bit before I rant a little bit later, that because of a schedule change, not on my end, but on AEW's end, Dynamite and TakeOver are going to be taking place almost at the same time. So I'm likely going to watch TakeOver and then Dynamite later. I might try to just simulcast them and write down notes and everything and go absolutely insane, cut both reviews one after another. But honestly, TakeOver will probably take priority. TakeOver priority, if you will. And, yeah, just not excited for it. I'm sorry, I'm just not excited for it. And then, while this is going on, they got a picture-in-picture thing going on. Drake and Killian Dane have a match. Undisputed Era show up, and then they storm the ring, causing a DQ. Then Cole says Pat McAfee will be destroyed. There's him to show up next week that he will beat his ass. Fair and to the point. Quick and to the point. Still not all that excited about this, but it is what it is. It's something different. If Pat McAfee actually can do something really good here, I'm all for it. Cole should beat him in about 5 minutes, and I fear it'll probably go about 10, but it is what it is. I'm not high on it, but it could be worse. It's not Mongo McMichael, at least. Thank God, especially in 2020. You ever seen him in the ring in WCW? I'm sorry if you did. So, Kushida talks about being in a 3-way main event. And then Breeze versus Santos Escobar, or is that what his name is? Fuck. I totally forget. I like the guy as far as the talent. I like Wild. I like Mendoza. I don't care about this trio at all. There's a distraction, and Phantom Driver 1, 2, 3. Fandango comes down the sling, gets laid out. Here's Swerve Scott, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and he runs him off. He's the only man to have pinned Escobar in WWE NXT. They're going to have their match at some point, probably a takeover, which I'm all for. I like Swerve, met multiple times, and again, Escobar's a good talent, but I don't care about this thing. The kidnapping stuff before fucking ruined it for me. They can't make me care about this trio, regardless of how talented they are. Let's make up some time. Dakota apparently wants to top Io, which conjures up some images, but also wants to beat her at TakeOver 30. Quick question, what happened to Reina Gonzalez? Did she go home? Did she just decide to leave? Does she not want to be there? Did they just end the partnership and not say anything? These are the questions we need to know. Ridge Holland package, which sounded less gross in my head, talking about how he's going to face Gargano next week. Mia Yim says Keith is going to be fine, apparently. And then she faces Indy Hartwell. Match was fine. Don't know what the finisher would be called. Some weird tie-up thing. I'm going to call it Yin and Yang. Yin and Yang for right now. Why the fuck not? And then they display Finn's package where he talks about being able to, go through everybody and win the North American Championship. Okay, cool. Is what it is. And then we get another hype package of Pat McAfee and Adam Cole. Bay. And then Damian Priest versus Bronson Reed. This is good stuff. I encourage you guys to go check this out. Pretty good match. Power for power. Broken arrow because it was supposed to be a Falcon arrow, but he just threw him. That was impressive shit. There was one point, though, at the end where the splash was supposed to be missed, but Priest kind of didn't get out of the way, and that looked kind of bad. In fact, it looked really bad, but then he tries to go for the Reckoning. Reed gets a jackknife cover. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Neither man necessarily looked weak. Reed just outsmarted him somehow. I'm just going to use... he's going to use his thickness, if you will, to pin a Priest down. Moving on. Io then talks about Dakota and, man, Io's always near water. Why does Io love getting wet on camera? These are also questions that we need to find out. And she mentions how Dakota was fearful of Shayna Baszler and that after TakeOver 30, she will be terrified of her. This is a good video package. I liked it. Mixture of Japanese and English. Said that all Dakota did was piss her off. And then Cameron Grimes about the main event. A little video package on him. Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Caden Catanzaro versus Mercedes Martinez and Aaliyah with Robert Stone. I'm over the Robert Stone shit. Over it. It's not funny. I don't like it. I like Mercedes. Caden's okay. Casey, if she wasn't with Ricochet Shanae in the, Team Vision Dojo, and you know what I'm talking about, that fucking bullshit. Very rancid individual helps run that thing. Air Raid Crash pins Casey. Cool. All right, fine. Whatever. Mercedes is good. Don't care about Aaliyah at all. Rhea and Mercedes brawl, and then here's Shotzi to even the odds. We're going to get a tag match, maybe at TakeOver or maybe next week. Not sure. And then inside the Gargano's home. I hate it. Absolutely fucking hate this. Absolutely hate this. It's stupid. Heel Gargano and heel Candice are doing nothing for me. The thing and stuff like that. Also, when the dog is the most charismatic thing that you have in your little deal here, your little vignette, that's not a good thing. And man, the light bulb was also the brightest damn thing here. So we get Thatch can, joint manipulation, all that stuff and everything. Face off between Cole and McAfee next week. Swerve and Breezango versus Escobar's group, and then Gargano and Ridge. And then Lee says Cross is a dead man. Apparently he said this on WWE.com. Kushida, Grimes, and Dream. Vel 15 Dream coming back, taking advantage of people like only he can. It's ironic that he gets a shot at TakeOver 30 when that's twice the age of what he usually goes for. But yeah, he took time off. And then Kushida got pinned with the cave-in. Dream beat Kushida up. What is with the weird, gold goatee thing? I don't get it. Balor is going to get his shot at Dream. I really hope that Balor just beats him in like 5 goddamn minutes. I really hope he does. I did not enjoy this episode of NXT despite the fact they had a couple women's matches and featured the women prominently. They're doing that better than Dynamite. But then again, any promotion is pretty much doing things better than Dynamite is with their women's division. So let me know what you thought of NXT. What do you think of Vel 15 Dream? Do you think the allegations are true? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.